Our private client services team is recognized for providing clear and practical legal advice to our clients in the United Kingdom and Ghana. Expert help with will writing, probate or estate administration. Our will writers and probate lawyers can act for you to obtain grant of probate and carry out estate administration on your behalf. The probate takes place after someone dies. If there's a will, the named executor is responsible for ensuring that the estate of the deceased is secured, assessing its value and paying any inheritance tax. If there is no will, the intestate and inheritance rules require similar responsibilities. Our lawyers offer strategic and practical solutions to the issues which clients face, whether it's in relation to succession planning, will preparation, probate and the administration of estates, immigration and visas, contentious family or probate disputes, administering estates often with inheritance cross-border issues, international trust advice including residence, domicile issues, wealth preservation, a fast, efficient service from SRA-regulated professionals, transparent pricing. BWF Solicitors. Let us take care of probate.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specialising in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specialising in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. Mema ankrankra bia akwaba eba ene yedwumedie so a yato ne din se BWF Solicitors Legal Hours so no. Eno na ene o ne me ehwe na me gidi se baby biara a wo o de nije be hia me se na me de nije ehia we na yemfa emre kakra eda yenimu yempensem kakra ewo emra kwan so emre mu ene immigration anaasɛ yɛka ne sɛ yɛn kurom Ghana law mmra na yɛnhwɛ sɛnea yɛbɛhwɛ no na ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn na ɛnɛ topic a mede baeɛ no ɛmo yɛ nhwam papapapa megye di sɛ dodoɔ naa krekre bi dodoɔ naa wɔ saa tibea no na ɔmo pɛ kwan a ɔmo bɛfa so na ɔmo nso ɔmo de atotototo ɔmo ho nti memsrɛ wo mmerɛ sɛnea mmerɛ no kɔ dada no memsrɛ wo mmerɛ memmakasa no nyɛ tenten no asɛ mɛsrɛ wo bɔ mmɔden a na bɛka me ho na woba so a bɔ mmɔden a share program no like the page afei wokɔ yɛ YouTube channel no subscribe to our YouTube channel no na sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a afei dɔma bi wɔ hɔ no ɛmmia so ɛyɛ notification abere bi a ɛwɛ biara no wobɛnya yɛn ho na wo nso wahwɛ mede ane manyɛti wohyia baabi a na ɔfrɛ me na manyɛti a mede ni gye ɛbɛgye wo so ɛnɛ deɛ ne ɛwɔ ɛnɛ mewɔ me resource person yɛayɛ bra pɛni yɛ teacher baako pɛ yɛayɛ lawyer Charles Asma na nsɛ wohu no wɔ TikTok so a waa w'ani bɛgye tu na kyerɛ sɛ mmara no yɛkɔ yɛnim wabe wɔ mmara no mu ankasa na baabi biara a wɔde question no bɛfɛ biara no yɛbɛnya mmuayɛ de ama wo nti ɛnɛ me resource person ɛyɛ lawyer Charles me ɔno nso mɛto nsa de afrɛ no na ɔmfa nkyea mu ɔhwam mu ɔdɛ ɛmɛtiefoɔ no ahwɛfoɔ ɛnɛ 10th of April nanse a yɛhyɛ afe no ase na yɛtwa bosome anan no so koraa yɛkɔ middle of it yɛstarte yɛdi Easter yi ara no na kyerɛ sɛ mmerɛ ɛnni hɔ ɛmma wo ne me sɛ wowɔ biribi yɛ a that's the time a ɔsɛ wotu anamo April ɛbɛyi mmara bebree ɔmo de hyɛ aseɛ this April no nti no ama mmerɛ nni hɔ mma obiara Lawyer Charles mɛsa ato nsa frɔ na oninkyia ama tiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ na afei yɛmfa adwumadie no ɛnto aso mfampakyɛ good morning to you.
Good morning, the patriot is saying.
Adom nko a me ho yɛ paa sɛ wo nso ho yɛ deɛ.
So, me way pa. Yo, a tear for ne, I shall for, and if you're that on pencil, you're the in check and say, Emma, or baby, I will be ara. If you be BWF Solicitors, I saw you, and I hear by. And tell them, come on, we better say, hey, let us say me, Overstayer cry. There's hope for me. Yes, there's hope for you. And betie na wetumi enya nti aseɛ bi ayɛ nea wopɛ sɛ woyɛ sɛ wonia bi sɛ wadamfo bi sɛ mpo sɛ yɛwo a betie bi na ɛbɛboa wo.
Yo, sani ɛyɛ no mpo sɛ enidaso asampo a ndaso ɛwɔ hɔ yɛsi ambra wɔn nkwa deɛ ne nidaso wɔ hɔ sɛ ne etie bia no ebu deɛ nanso no akyea deɛ nanso embu yɛ na enye mbu yɛ ne deɛ ne kyerɛ sɛ still life can come out of it again enti ɛma wɔ abɛmu mbu ɛma mendi ankwadaadaa mɛmma sɛ ne nyinaa sasisi ama yɛ overstayer mensɛm nyinaa abesi daabi o ɛse enidasoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ enidasoɔ nti ɛnɛ no yɛba abɛhwɛ titiri na yɛba aburokyerɛ mu a obiara bebree ɛwɔ botae a wɔde ba aburokyerɛ nipa bebree ɛwɔ botae a wɔde ba aburokyerɛ obi a ɔba abɛba nsra bɛhwɛ ne mma na ɔkɔ ne nananom na ɔkɔ ɔba visit edwuma mu ketewa bi na ɔkɔ like obiara meka examples that there are numerous thousands of reasons are people just come to abroad. Ebi ba with the intention so omo bɛkɔ. Ebi nso ba sɛ o ɔba abɛhwɛ sɛ abrabɔ no ɛte sɛn. Na mmom sɛ yɛba na yɛmba ne kwane nti no obi ɛba o sɛ woyɛ nhyehyɛ you put a proper follow omo protocol proper na wo de aba nti sɛ visit na wo ba na ne wo bɛsra de ɔsɛ wokɔ nanso ɛnan sɛ nipa da sɛ ne yɛn ho nsɛm no ɛdɔɔso obi wɔ hɔ a wayɛ ne decision pɛpɛpɛ nanso obedu aburokyerɛ mu na mbia mframa aburokyerɛ mframa ne fa ne ho ɔse kaish mimi krom de mi krom to nkwantaa ya pai na kyerɛ sɛ wenya nkɔ biom na wabɛtenam obi nso ɔba ne ho ayaresa ɔbaa ne ho tɔɔ no ha ɔsɛ ɔnkɔ biom na kyerɛ sɛ obiara wɔ bibi nti a ɔbaa yɛ afei bibi nti no ontumi ensa n'echi enko putu free mu obeka se metinemu kakra nso na wan nye saa nhyehyɛ papa na wabɛyɛ overstayer na kyerɛ sɛ you've overstayed your visit na yɛde ma wo na or the visa that they gave you, you've overstayed it. Menkyerɛkyerɛ mu bebree na mmom wabɛtena mu afe baako afe mmienu mfe mmiɛnsa na ɛkekɔkɔ ɛna kurom a nso no wone nkrataa ɛyɛ de ankasa wone nkrataa sɛ ɔde bɛyɛ adwuma na deɛ ɔne nanam fikyire na nsɛmpo na nipa nsuro police first no wone nkrataa na wote sɛ police a rentwa mu wɔ baabi koraa na ɔyam gyew nanso ɛnɛ wobɛsɛ ehu fie no ɛso aba fam ɛne sɛ ɔmo nenam sɛ ɔmo kyekye kɛkɛ bibi na ebesi na ɛbɛkyew nti sɛ wonemu a na sɛ wonemu a wonkɔpɛ wo ho asɛm a obi wankɔpere wo kreda ɛngye kikirim na wonenemu ɛnɛ yɛbɛhwɛ wabɛyɛ overstayer yɛbɛhwɛ options a wowɔ a wobɛtumi de gyina yie na mmom before we do that no mebisa lawyer Asma ayɛmbia yɛwɔ update kakra ɛwɔ mfidie no so a yɛbɛpensim mu anaasɛ update no hɔ a then we'll go straight to our main topic no. Lawyer Asma mpatwɔ yɛwɔ update bi wɔ hɔ ana
sɛ fees no about fees no dada sɛnea yɛnim no from 8th of April ɛna aban yɛ sɛ sika no a nkurɔfoɔ tua for visa application no ɛbɛkɔ soro nti obi a start your application on the 8th, on the 9th, on the 10th and then we say it's gone up by small margin. Obi a 2.5 no we say cost by about £64. We application for citizenship we say kofum by £214. It's a bit there. But I think as a producer, Uber checking here about that board no so na we go through and then me go through no sikano into a bit of changes here and there, but and yet and he be and he say oh yeah indefinite leave to remain senior unim no akosoro indefinite leave to remain fee no akosoro by about £198 because a year 3029 this year it could do 3222 and those are the 32226 and those are the changes about just the application fees a war visa no emuno.
Okay. Yo, na kyerɛ sɛ changes aba na changes ɛyɛ sikasɛm akɔsoro kakra no yɛnim sɛ April bia financial year no sɛ ɔmo bɛte so sɛ ɔmo bɛtum no akɔyɛ ntutumu saa ɛmba fam da enti no ɔso ɛyɛ wemia w'ani no ahwɛ na baako nso ɛka ho ne sɛ ɔmo a mokɔ akɔtwerɛ life in the UK test ɛne English language test no ɛno nso so ɔmo atom nti sia no wobɛhwɛ a neɛ na anka agye 150 no ɛkɔ 180 na afei neɛ agye 180 no ɔyɛ skill workers for them nso ɛkɔ 200 nti ɛno nso ɔyɛ yɛka ne sɛ ɔyɛ wokɔ apply wokɔ register for the exams na wahyɛ ne nso na wankɔtua wrong fee wotua wrong fee a they don't refund money ɛwɔ hɔ nom nti na wahwɛ the right one no na watua ka ɛno nso kɔ soro nti ebekɔ yenim mo a motwerɛ me nkrɔfo na motwerɛ this month no nso nyinaa no motwerɛ English language test no nso nyinaa no me wish mo nyinaa good luck me gidi sɛ senior mo sua akodu no mokɔ ya mo bɛte ne tɛ enye hu kra. There are few things changes on what they have, especially with the 4 skills no few changes enye B1 biom B2 nti sɛ onim sɛ woyɛ B1 and misraw ko change na yɛ B2 B2 enye B1 biom ɛkɔ enim kakra na kyerɛ sɛ brɔfo ka no or sɛ woka ne yie kakra saa na tie yo yɛbɛkɔ yenim lawyer producer mpacho fa topic no eto so dodo na maba so nyina mede nchi akese mu ohwen mu ode anope e de mamo meda so mamo official pan so mu a mehu last week for the Easter celebration no meda so mamo official pa na menua battle duma say frefre dofo na dodo na maya de Abigail Osemen Sanya me sha Ezekiel tete enye no tete Bernardo Usu ejekum michiao Daniel do Michiao Nana Kwame Obrempong, Nyame Nshira Obre Abraham Dodu, I say please kindly share, comment, and like the page. Thank you. Till in Yamin Shao. Many say another important topic from BWF Solicitors and Lawyer Charles Asma. Nanada major also. I say please share the video. Citizen, could you citizen say share the video. Me moon share na enko. Sorry, mintra so. And I'll plead with you to pardon me a bit. I'm having a bit of coughing issue, but we'll manage it into no, just for your disclaimer. Na ankoye nuisance amamo midamasi. Yo, yebeko yenim, and I see what visa options do I have as an overstayer in the UK. My dekan abetrechre nyoma efa kwanya efa so a ema yebe overstay, even though the lawyer will also probably add some few no nyoma bebre obia ne butae a ode ba abrochireme mu bebia. It's not even just the UK, but obia wo butae a odi to kwan free ne kromo ekokro foforo so na ebia na circumstances situations nyoma bi adanda na se ankose nea neni ehwehwe no na afe akoba ne se ne so otenem na otenem nso na wanji the proper visa yedi tenemu amba dia oba be ye overstay. And that means the number of days, the number of months, the number of years they gave you to come and visit their country, what days no wetwa so abro so na chese wa be ye overstay. Na mom wa be overstay no embia na obuta onye se wo besan akọ dabi wabetinem at least obi krampo ama o bibi kakra ya ma also abe kind like a whole month wa kind £1,000 kakra say 1,000 misisa edoso ene ma mentinemu na utinemu nso ni nkrata o na ene no yesi options bi di dada baby a obetumi afa so na wodi atenemu ye ana say na me menti ase tie but lawyer beba be chirichirimu. So what visa options do I have as an overstayer in the UK? Lawyer Charles Asma, my biggest question me to ede amount ni na kyerɛkyerɛ yɛn kwan a sɛ kwan bi wɔ hɔ a ne yɛhu ne ntam kwan bi ani hɔ na yɛbɛkukuruku yɛn bags ede akɔ yɛn kurom nso a ne yɛyɛ ne ntam ne yɛnkɔ. Nti wadaroma, what visa options do I have as an overstayer in the UK? Wadaroma.
Yo, medase bebre. Nti tiefo ne ahwefo yɛhwɛ obi a waba UK na ne visa ɔde bae no ebewu na wentumi anya ho bibia santi mmara no say if you are in the UK without a valid visa you are an overstayer. So waba 6 months visit na visa ebewu na wabekam sana yɛka no wabekam anasa with the skilled worker de bae wabekam anasa with the student ne bae wabekam anasa with the EU visa ne bae bibinti wabekam ni nyina no at the moment na yedi sa nkomo yi uni nkrata nti you are an overstayer. We overstayer who risk because every day I'm running say you have to be placed under immigration control. Control ni na ne say yebehwe say ebi a wo no yehu a say de okofie. Na obi a otisa no sa mra no kwan ben na obetumi afa so a ono so beka say opese your application na o stay. I have friend regularization of stay or leave. Until from 0 to something, what can you do? Yesha visa sayung ahodo bebre. Visa bia ni hwa obeyen wo UK a wonni visa dada unless say a human right based. Until sa wo your application aye skilled work visa. So wonni visa dada wuntumi here. Andrechi na me obi kasa as a lawyer and you be or say obama me COS ofe me adwuma no wa me COS enti me twen na me say na wa den na wo o say oh na me wo bi ba me ye fee waiver anye ye enti since then me ni hwe na me say the fee waiver we ye no anye ye no we ye den biem o say me anye bibia biem na me say Sunday you are an overstayer at the moment Now we overstay I want to me enquire skilled worker visa application because you don't have anything. Let's say we overstay you cannot apply under skilled work categories or under skilled work rules. Woman share a one so obi catch say oh met me ama osi as a catch say na meaning krata minishi na de na ma convert akwa skilled worker so and winning krata na obi say oh and there met me a student visa ma o ebeye din untumi enti then na obetumi aye so winning krata na obetumi aye a human right application into options are bobo so yi and any akwanya wo ho ma obi a oni nkrata imra say human right application they come under European Convention on Human Rights. Say we busuya parents and I say children ewo UK or memu na wugina omoso age asetena so that ubetumi any omo atena a human right article 8 and now so say what's now ɔman no mu UK mu for a long time. I'm running say 20 years. Na alpha UK say ukrum. Nampo uko ukrum a uhu ukrum ufi ukudumpo a uhu ufie kwan na wako because ufi wache. 20 years a long time. I'm running say and there wa build it home and life in the UK. I have a private life. Sadia utumi ejina o private life no so and that's your long presence in the UK or long absence from your country to apply to remain. I have a private life. And also article 8 unin krata utumi yemen ye. Obi so mo a owo mu no unin krata de but nenti o man ntumi nkofie ni say ye twen no ahan wo fie ya twen no aha no e wo fie saa nipa no kofie ende asam ato no ada say bia ye bekunu ana say ye beye bibie tia no nipa no osuro ne life santi ontumi mpo enko na wakroso okotena ho o de adesrade ekoma aban a etumi ma wo nkrata under human rights this time article 3. Enti na yehwe eho no a obi oni nkrata no edikan obetumi aye application under human rights. Na human right no family. And I say human right private life. And I say human right based on humanitarian protection. So yehwe 3 categories. Ye be yinu mako. Enti A human right. B private A family life, B private life, C humanitarian protection. Inti A no human right family life. Human right family life. Family life no woni nkrata no na me ayo adom the first woni nkrata no interest undi odo and I say unnim odo. Ti ya me ayo adom ehia odofo bi. Odofo nti ama wo wi free wo hawo. Nsuo toy ade chi na ade ese na ewe boy. Mo relationship na mo form ye no. Emi adom akwala ebepie mu. Odofo ya wo hia ni so ye bemo, so ye oba o. Oya British. And so kuta indefinite. Nti wo hia ni akwala pie mu. Akwala no British because of the other parent no oya British no. So akwala British because omame and so papa ya British there and the wo a woni nkrata no wutumi gina wo bayi so say me bayi nti mo ma me nkrata no bi na mintumi ntina na mintumi mmoa na yenhwe me bayi And no emra no say cause wo akwala o qualifying child ninti yebetumi agina sa akwala no so agi 2.5 amawo under 10-year route no. But as I say we chere say ampa ya wo ba. As I say we chere say wo hwe akwala yi because I won't share no dia and the mfaso be na wo so a ewo wo so ewo akwala no ema akwala no. Is I share no dia ani na ehia because wo hwe akwala yi na say wonni ho a akwala yi ebe ha anasa obebre. So that is why if me gina akwala no so agi 2.5 ema. To shobe na wo hwe akwala yi na didie mu wonni sika ntinye sika wo de ma no na ehia na mbom woni akwala yi di agro ubu akwala yi dware no edniko school edniko GP wodi akwala yi atu nyoma no ubu an ye homework mpo so akwala afi ne yawo no kra yes ubu ano ema ye mane dwane ye dware no akwala yi utimi tu nyoma no na ma me so arrest ye kwa GP tuma di adanse sampa odin wo ho woni contact person emergency ko school so school akwala bi on starting school but our starting school a within was school ho e dey dance say emergency ba yetimi frɛ o mami so de nkrata ato so e dey dance aboa wana say papa de nkrata ato so e dey dance aboa o and there which me apply to stay with sa akwala into parent our biological parent na the same family ho no this time be a wonye parent o when your parent biological no mom we a step parent because odofu ya okoshia ni no awa ne badada but because only a yere otini baby akwala ni maami anasa ne papa nso etini baby nti we share akwa papa yi anasa maami oni no na eti na ne ba because woni nkrata no nti maami no ntumi mfa ne nkrata no anje ema o because wa woni nkrata but sani bayi eba efia abasra ne maami anasa ne papa wo ho se we ne ofro uncle anasa ofro auntie because when we say ne papa anasa ne maami ne boyfriend anasa ne girlfriend no kolai ba wo boa no ne didie mu wo beto nyuma ma no we bi sansa nyama kwasan bi kra wo beboa no ma na ye no homework school crowd to me boa na ye ne ko ne ade yes, but you are playing a role as a stepmom. And also papa but you are playing a role as a stepdad. Sana tia dia wo a woni mami ani papa ya anase wo a woni akwalai ani mami no anase papa no ete no. Meka papa anase mami because you could be an overstayer female or overstayer male. So it could be any. Inti so akwala no na woni ne te na woni o maami te na wo ye step father to akwala no a akwala no ye British and so akwala no kuta indefinite and po akwala no di 7 years wo krom ha which me gina akwala no so agi 2.5 wa argument ni na say akwala nya me ba na me ye no kra chin say me ye akwala no ye me ba enti say akwala yi enti say mo mfa de na amame a na me fi krom ha eba ha no o maame anaso papa nso de nkrata abato so sara okọ school be di adanse sara nso na wo GP nso be di adanse na wo de aka ho nti aha no esese wo hwe uhu se wa ware maame no anasa wa ware papa no anasa wo ne maame no anasa papa no atena for 2 years ananso se mo court akwaje bibia ya friend no parental response step parent responsibility order ama court ama wo sa ade no which me gina so nti nyoma miensen esi a akwala na abaye wo step child wa ware o maame anasa papa marriage woni maame no anasa papa no atena for 2 years durable relationship anansa wa court akwaje parental responsibility order court order to winya miensen a wutumi agina akwala eso because akwala no abaye wo step child from that point. Enti say your step parent and as a biological parent utumi ejina so na akwala nti ye mawo nkrata sa fatna UK na waboa ma yɛahwɛ akwalaa no. So overstayer, it can apply based on stepchild or biological child. What if we yere anasa wukunu oniba, so 2 adults? So 2 adults there and they be din them farmer because we need krata. I just say which may prove say we yare seriously, and the word is seriously because yare na we yare no. So once na krum ha na we yere no anasa wukunu anhwe a ukọ ukrum a ubewu. Anasa wukunu anasa we yere na we hia no oyare seriously. Nti sa wuni ha na wugya no ekyire a bibi beto no. Your friend insurmountable obstacle. Insurmountable obstacle. So if there is insurmountable obstacle to life for you or your partner, and the sakwala animu kra wetumi ejina so insurmountable obstacle no so at the application. Nti we share be din so say wetumi prove insurmountable obstacle no. You betumi kra culture say ya assessment about the country a wokomu no. Yehu say we yare kra yare a we yare wokwa obenya eduro ewo ho nti kofie. Betumi de eno yo. Nti enye advisable all the time say obeka say me gina insurmountable obstacle bi so na mama me yere anase me kunu agime atenam abra me ni nkrata. Nti na bebo pa no gisa we parent or step parent to mention so. Nti ya share parent, step parent, spouse with the exception so. I feel private life. Private life near Obia what's na UK for 20 years. Sana mranuka under paragraph PL 5.1A of appendix private life. Or says Obia na UK 20 years. Now nin krata obetumi ejina 20 years life no so agin krata. But as I say prove say ampa what's not 20 years every year with the evidence about to table no so. Evidence should be documentary evidence. Until letter be within also. Say a GP letter within also. Say a aban letter be within also. Say a court letter be within also. Say a police letter be within also. Say a electoral letter be within also. Say a year at court ebian adibia wokoto ya ye tro within also. Say a money transfer wudi ko fear within also. Say ye dwuma bi a wi a wo ho kwaye ya ma wo pay slip within also. Say your bank account will be a year within also. As long as the within also date also na address also said na we UK no with me ejina so the prove 20 years residence. To be on in krata no with me jina e ho no man ye. What about say mindi 20 years but again I have insurmountable obstacle be. I just say me komi kromo a bibi beto me. Man then and the wetumi gyina insurmountable no so nti sɛ wundi 20 years or less than 20 years plus insurmountable obstacle to make a case under paragraph PL 5.1B of appendix private life. So we have appendix private life complete and appendix private life incomplete. Complete means full 20 years with evidence. Incomplete means less than 20 years with issues that will prevent your ability to survive in your country. And you're friend insurmountable obstacle. Into your share family life, parent, step parent. Your share family life, spouse with insurmountable obstacle. Your share private life, 20 years private life, less than 20 years with insurmountable obstacle. Obi so baby say na what about say mini family, mini akwala na mbom me hwe akwala bi a yede na ma me. Me na me ye bibia kwan ben so na magina. And the say wo guardianship order from court wa utumi gina akwala no so. And also wo bibi from social services say wo na wo hwe akwala no a utumi gina akwala no so caretaker parent. In the south one you're from caretaker parent. In the biological parent, step parent or caretaker parent. ni nyina no parental responsibility which me gina akwala no so. Nti under family life no ya share 4 ewo ho. Na under private life no so ya share 2. What about unqualified under private life, unqualified under family life, and the Queen Ben Eho Emao? Then we go to humanitarian protection, Article 2, Article 3 of the European Convention on Human Rights. I just say Bibinti Uko Kruma Ubewa, Abai Enshena Unprotecto. And then I young say a drew, and I say, or seek asylum protection. Inti Safor na omo seek asylum protection no omo wo ho na ye won crofo nso omo call for humanitarian protection. Humanitarian protection for no and omo application I friend HRO. Inti HRO application no is a human rights application but for humanitarian protection. Zanimpa no yen say edro na odi na mbom ne osra ne say me ko me kroma me mewu nti mesra mo a mo emma me akwenya and your private life name protection. Announces obeko formally to go through the protection process. I friend edro udi edro asylum no, and also no other say due to political reasons uko kroma ubewu, and that's due to cultural reasons uko kroma yebeku, and that's due to some other reasons uko kroma yebeku. Obi o man sexual orientation asesa you krom so enje sa new orientation no entum nti uko krom a because of sa lifestyle na wa adopting nti yebekun dia utumi gina eno so esiki protection and say wudi sa eduro no ebi enje ni nyina no ese we prove case yebetumi akohwehwe mu a na yakasa no you don't have evidence and therefore yemfa enjintum ti anjantum a na chesa anye yie yegitum a na aye yie na yede akwenya no amawo nti nyoma amabobɔ so yi ene ne akwenya ewo ho ema obi a oye overstayer na bibi nti ontumi nkofie na opese otuna UK oman no mu ya kire mu se obetumi atena mu based on family life or based on private life, or based on humanitarian protection. These are the 3 categories. Under each one, ye mu. Ye who say under family life, no, 4 in a war. Biological parent, step parent, or caretaker parent. And the 4th one, a spouse with insurmountable obstacle. Under private life, we are 20 years in the UK with evidence or less than 20 years in the UK with evidence plus insurmountable obstacle. And I share humanitarian protection and I say human protection a life so no. I share discretion under HRO and asylum under the mainstream protection. Tweni enyoma yabobo eso a obetumi ejina na wasre se yama wo akwenya na fetina UK even though wonkrata ewu dadada.
Wow, lawyer Asma yeda se. Hey, na chese. Senya tibia na ye kano. Achia na embuye. There is still hope, whatever the situation. Baby, I nim se atiti apansan ene se enye. Bibia eni wabrabo mu no insurmountable obstacle bi eni wabrabo mu wa o se wenya do na wakonyo obia o do no nipa kwa ukodo no bibia eni na brabo mu so hia moa a wo be wo ho na wodi aboa no nti no eno nti home office fo nhwe na omumfa saade ne ma nti na chese ene de enye yie but apart from that no ne wabobo obosu nyina no optional obetumi e de afa so na titire wo mu ne say first one na okay say woni visa card ya ene ya na get switching to overseas skill worker visa no bibi eni wa wo switch hwi untumi mfa hwi enkoje bibi enti no wa ma ya te ase but we no a o ka say wa be overstayer na options a ɛwɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi ahwɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno no ne nyinaa ɛkɔ akɔgyina humanitarian kind of say options so ɛna wɔakyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ 3 categories ɛna wɔde maa yɛn. Ɛyɛ first one say articulate no na kyerɛ sɛ on the family life no wakɔbɔ abusua bi na ɛno no na wakyerɛkyerɛ mu abusua no wakɔdɔm no sɛ ɛbɛyɛ wo ne obi akɔwo wo ne no akɔtwe mpena na mawo na wobɛhwɛ akwalaa no akwalaa no a wobɛhwɛ no koraa nso no ɛbɛtumi ayɛ sɛ wo a woba anaasɛ even nipa no ɔwɔ ba dada nanso wokɔboa na ama ne ahwɛ saa akwalaa no anaa mpo sɛ wobɛyɛ caretaker bi a na biribi ɛwɔ nipa no abrabɔ mu a wokɔ akɔboa hwɛ saa nipa no ɛne sɛ caretaker no ansa na wobɛsɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ wo yere anaa wo kunu with insurmountable obstacle no na kyerɛ sɛ no nti lawyers ma woakyerɛkyerɛ afei nso no wosan ba the second category ɛne sɛ long stay ɛyɛ private life dodoɔ no ɛfrɛ no private life anaa wayɛ long stay saa 20 years route ne so no ɛsɛ kurom a wabɛtena ha ebi mo buru 20 years o ebi mo buru 20 years so ɔmo hu ade pɔtea a ɔsɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛfa ho nti ɛnɛ sɛ wenya 19 point something koraa na start fa nhyehyɛe no to hɔ ɛno no yɛayɛ ho wei education bebree how to gather evidence a wode bɛyɛ saa 20 years application no long stay and I say private life application but I believe say as time goes on yɛbɛsan ba abɛyɛ biom sɛnea sɛ wo fall within that category na wobɛtumi ehu hyehyɛ a wobɛyɛ a na wo nso wode akɔyɛ saa application no ɛna afei nso the third one no nso no ɛyɛ ayɛ sɛ mempo ya na meka ne sɛ ayɛ sɛ refugees sort of ɛno no na kyerɛ sɛ wobɛkɔ wo kurom no biribi ɛwɔ wo kurom nti a wosuro ntumi nkɔ biom anaasɛ ohia protection bi efiri baabi ɛne nti no yɛama wantena kurom ha saa protection ne bɔ a mbia wo nkwa ɛbɛfiri wo nsa ɛne ade wɔn nyinaa lawyer asma akyerɛkyerɛ mu pɛfɛpɛfɛpɛfɛpɛfɛ nti wankasa a wohwɛ me a megye di sɛ wahyɛ program yi ama me check w'abrabɔ mu na hwɛ sɛ woyɛ overstayer a ɛhe paa mmiɛnsa yi a lawyer asma akyerɛ yi ɛhe paa na wode wo ti ɛkɔhyɛ a ɛbɛtumi ayɛ yie ama wo na nyehu nso sɛ application nyinaa nso ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛno ara na wode w'ano ɛkɔ akɔyɛ daabi you have to gather evidence enti na yɛka onya bɛtena kurom ha sɛ kimpɛ evidence nkratasɛm nsɛm ɛfa wo ho ne ade nyinaa boaboa ne nyinaa no daakye no ɛbɛtumi edi aboa wo boaboa ne nyinaa no it's all evidence based ansa na ɛbɛgye atom ama ne lawyers man yɛda ase megye de sɛ sɛnea wakyerɛkyerɛ mu deɛ ehia sɛ ɛbɛsan bobɔ so na mmom no yɛbɛbie telephone lines no na ama dodoɔ na ɔmo tie yɛn no wɔ question bi wɔ hɔ a you can ask it doesn't really matter say the topic that we've discussed today no ɛno ɛna wobɛbisa ho question as for BWF solicitors when it comes to lawyers na question no wo de free north to south east to west baby a wo bia no wobɛtumi de aba nti wo dadwen wo question bi a wo a ɛnhyɛ da mfa we ho kra no still a wobɛtumi de aba na lawyers ma bɛyi ano sɛ wohwɛ na o question na mo dɔ na nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a sɛ wo hinta ne kakra a ɛmbɔ ho yɛwie ya na wafa number no na wafrɛ na ɛno no wakɔhu ɔmo 1-to-1 na wabiebie nneɛma ani so ɛno saa no ɔmo nim kwan a ɔmbɛfa so a ɔmbɛboa wo na nyɛ nneɛma no nyinaa na wobɛtumi de aba abɛto abɔnten ɛne let me put that caution no across ɛtɔ de bi a ebi mu yɛn kasa no yɛ a na ehu so yie yo enti no mebie telephone lines no ɛyɛ 075 966-20154. Mesan bosu biom 075-966-20154. Obetumi afre. Na obetumi nso eja voice note. Voice note ewo WhatsApp ne so not voicemail. Na eno nso no yebebo ama lawyer asma edi abetu dwa edi ama. Na me first question a ene menua bemi edi abreme. Osi I say, good morning, Manyeti. Good morning, lawyer Charles Asma. I say, please, those on 2.5 years, 10-year parent route, national. At the moment, can they switch to 5 years route or route? What level of English language is required? Now that the government is doing the consultation, if consultation becomes successful and pass into law, would this affect parent or partner or human rights application? Or is it for skilled workers only? Will it affect those already in the UK? Thank you very much. Hey, question there, Edoson. Tebe in one. Last man, many about question obi say, many about my yes. Question obi say, nature say odi free baby, no de call baby. English language ni dear, minim say nioma kana no maka. Your life skills English language test, and your skill worker English language test. Skill worker English language test no. And no na call from B1 to B2 no. And no na call no. But life skills ni dear B1 na utumi de application. And no na say so ba besisa no, but I think say they are still from A1, A2, and no progression into no and no changes and sheda emba ho A1, A2, and then B1. Se upa na uko B2 and no ɛno nso ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ wokɔ school wɔ kurom a wakɔ university wɔ kurom ha deɛ a ɛneɛ wohia sɛ wobɛkɔ akɔtwerɛ saa nsɔhwɛ no nti ɛno no nti last man yɛnhwɛ me nua bɛma question no ɔse those on 2.5 years 10-year parent route or at the moment no can they switch to 5 years route ɛna afei webisabisa question on based on
yeah, Mfano Mako. Producer, if you can also be good. So we'll take intense. So the first one at the moment.
Yeah, refer question one after the other. Mpacho wafra hold on, mommy. And you one question more board. As soon as lawyer no answer no then I pick the call. Until hold on for me. Why, Mpacho?
So at the moment, can they switch to 5-year route? You can only switch to 5-year route if you applied, if you got the first 2.5 based on direct access. Direct access and say, "Wuti baby na kwalana ne mami nsuti baby," and I say, "Wuti baby na kwalana ne papati baby." This is na yama 2.5 no. Ubetumi a switch it akọ 5-year route so because now you have a visa to be able to switch to the 5-year route. But so only akwalana ne mami and that's akwalana ne papa na eti as one family there, you cannot switch. That's the difference. If you are switching, what do you need? Of course, you need the English language. Our advice is go for B1. Then the next one is, now that the government is changing things, which one will not be changed? If you applied as a parent or as a spouse of a British citizen, I don't know, it affect you. And if you applied based on EU, and that's what EU and so on, also affect you. Name, if you applied as a parent of a British child, now would you benefit there and they about affect you? You see, there are a lot of things in there to mention and so. And Obi say, Obi affect you. One work UK and about affect you and so. Obi unkuta indefinite in that. If you don't have indefinite before the law comes, you will be affected. Everybody who is going to get indefinite for the first time will be affected. So it doesn't matter who, everybody. I'm saying answering now.
Yes, yeah, answering now. Me wo call back so. Call Mpacho Unama and the 4760 Yetio Bisao question on the uncle.
Yeah, hello, mommy. Good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
Pacho, with the Sisia na me team program.
That's fine.
Na me Pacho, what aroma? My question is me Pacho, skilled worker. Yeah, me fancy what back room na oba no akwanya bi aba watimi abawo baako wa ha. And not true that no so no watimi so asa to property.
Okay.
Ewo ekuma. And unfortunately no akwaba say ebi asa nipa no yetwa omo COS ni mu wantimi answer she timpa so mami akwanya bi wo sa nipa no say emwa bi ho a sa nipa no betimi de abo asa nipa na na
Okay, answer na law baby mo no. School worker no oba with o dependent ne kan ho na na say ne o dependent ntumi kan ho no.
The Eddie Kano, Nipano, or the student visa and about and dependent and then Mofra also join in until we use or complete school no sponsorship. Na Oba no so was abo
Okay.
and through the numerous sort of crown independent no or much out of property e will kruma.
Okay.
Now Koba say
Yeah, cancel ni sponsor no. Yo, yeah, some last ma. Me dali mai. Akonya bay.
Also the point say you're trying to sponsor and license mu.
Yes.
Into your 60 days and
Pacho ya more letter 60 days to vacate na.
Pasha bibisa na me brother no say the amano.
Ya man 60 days no. Oh.
Me pasha.
War a bad thing because we brother no in the family. So nka no kwa mpodi anka obeka say ke ndi ne girlfriend bi on ne love no obeware no na eja we gina ne so. But okwa akware a wo yire ne wo mma no omaye den nti ye ne serious unfortunately the only way is obepe ejuma ni bi. So no obepe ejuma ni bi ala so oba no bepe bi na ometimi I useful for each other there no ometimi ayenesa apart from that no bibi ani ho.
So
to patrol mommy whether adamo internet say abofra na omopewo no ha no so no wo say unya 7 years no na no sa abofra no so na okra ekroma birth set no so no yentimi fa akonya bia so
there be because raba ko bi nso wo ho so mo a mo baaye na ye see omo ntumi inform dependent income visa ne ho no ombe wo kra wa ha akra no still omo ntumi inform nka until say akra no be ni na emu saa na ono benya ne indefinite answer wa application na ma akala no nti unfortunately ho no I don't think so and say lawyer bibi foforo wo ho ana
I'm say senior or tremu no see ukuta birth certificate and your citizenship document.
Yes.
And there's obi so owo plane mu so ofin. Oh, in the UK no the only evidence say we are citizen say be a tama ya wo no na wo parents together. And unfortunately, because the parents were Ghanaians at the time or were Nigerians or from another country at the time of birth, Apalano is also a foreigner. The only time Apalano which my application, a time with the 7 years. At the moment you will chrome her, that will be 5 years.
Pacho, unfortunate situation.
Pacho, because akwala no em say omo no abra no omo nyam pass sa law say obi ntimi fa dependent emma.
But sisia no the thing is mu ni ekra mu nyina mu ne family ni nyina no ne kra mu no ene yetwe mu no nti sa kra no kra owo so as dependent no sisi ono nso a ono gina mu so no ono nso yetwa ne die ni mu nti na ese bibie omo nyina obi engina bi apart from no ni be say ye wo no krom ha it doesn't really affect the dependency no.
Okay.
Pacho ati ase.
Okay.
You wish say nka bibi foforo wo ho a ombe unless bia nka nyoma ya abobo su akla na ya wo no there probably might be some insurmountable obstacle be won abrabo mu ono on humanitarian grounds no yentumi emfa nko ni kromu sesia because well me na me yes we nya legal we me amadwe na me dey fa it could be it could be and I say it might not be into no ti se bibisa but se bibia sa enu ho a currently no it's a situation that yentumi enka ho say bibi wo sa betumi aboa right. So I share program na mami patcho share ma mi hu ye share ma sisi a why
radin shamo for education amode emaye radin shamo
onso sa
bye
bye share program na mami why yo etiefo ne ahwefo sa ne ye no na won so wa frɛ 07596620 154. Many are focus Ghana say if you seek humanitarian or asylum, can you travel to your home country? Niawa hina usiki say usiki asylum there hina usiki asylum ne free. Ubutaya udi siki asylum de say. It is a siki asylum or ukrom say ye tata wo ukrom ye kuku ye beyo de na ya ma set na sia. Oye den ko ukrom. And then my answer there are other humanitarian grounds obetumi edi akọ ukrom. Last my part obetumi abobo so edi amana.
No cranny on to me on the chrome. Send our boss no. Or see us through so the code chrome. The who's through so the corner yes and yet now young guy do now we say okay and they say some mom bodyguard there and there when me it doesn't make sense. It is a we are sure as I wouldn't mean quad there and there it's not here.
That's it. Yo, it's your for fun chummy. Yan showing your citizen could you with the army case work. Before I read that, no, main kind short one first in Pamucho. King Sadiq say, if I marry an overstayer as a British, how many years will they be given? Sorry. If I marry an overstayer.
If you marry an overstayer as a British, but the thing is, how will you do that? Because we explained, say, if you are both adults, you cannot apply to remain with your spouse, even if your spouse is British, because you are an overstayer. You must have something in your hands to be able to exchange for another visa as a spouse. But you don't have anything, you're an overstayer, so you can't. And the only option will be if there is insurmountable obstacle. But if there is, and you succeed, then you'll be given 2.5 as a spouse of a British citizen.
Let us say, they be an also kita bibi, now fine exchange bibi. More voice note before I proceed with the voice note, no. Mention citizen kajo or type of casework edi amaye. Ye analyze it ni critically na fe ye ma lawyer asthma and my employer. And he say, or say,
Should I read? Because so that you can catch your breath. Okay.
thank you.
So, producer, if you bring it up again. So, Ama's husband is Spanish, moved into UK in 2018. Ama and their children, all under 18 years, joined him in August 2023. The children have pre-settled status. The children have pre-settled status, and the husband also holds pre-settled status. Amma applied for pre-settled status, but her application was refused because she could not explain why she was late to apply. She's currently gathering evidence to give them. If application under settlement is not successful, what other option will Amma have? If the application is unsuccessful, then if the children, so we don't know what the children have, but if the children are British, if the children are Spanish, it says Ama's husband, okay, is the husband that is Spanish, and the children are non-EU nationals. If the children are able to obtain their settled status, then Amma can apply on the basis that she has children who are under 18 years, all under 18. So if the children are under 18 and the children have now obtained settled status, Amma can apply for 2.5 under the immigration rules that I have children who have settled. And so I want to remain with my children and the family life. So that is the option for Amma. The next one is her husband's status keeps changing to 5 years, 5 years. Will he get indefinite leave to remain automatically or he has to apply for it? Indefinite is a choice. If he wants it, he has to apply for it. That's not automatic. So that's it. We've answered all the questions. Now you're no sound.
So no couple of voice notes for her. Me but first one na ENT.
Hello, my good morning. Ipacho, me bisa lawyer. With the spouse visa and about 2023, nothing me renew.
Okay.
And now, me could the neighbor or the lawyer being a application. And as I said, my sister could say, "Betting I am free." It will be some reference number. Meaning, what you know, I show. If say I'm mama option, yes or no. And I hear fellow conwa, no be some me so a reference number. Me could see when you. And I'm a catch and say, lawyer cry or an application, man, and the one that would don't friend or on your mamma. Or so want me for them. Me for no show. No show a program man or application one with us.
Last my me one. Because application bia no indeed your first application near more reference it be a continuation, and anytime you put in that reference there it help them retrieve your application on time, and then you get your answer no as as quickly as possible. But here is the case, mommy almost situation to be contact lawyer no money reference number more can no. What will be the consequences of it, Patrick?
So any EU application me boy.
Or she or worry or free spousal visa no the bad
Any EU application.
one bosso one
You
can
say spouse 2.5, right?
Patrani.
And it says spouse 2.5 there, any EU. That means, but that question is, do you have it? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have it, you say no. If you have it, you say yes and give it to them. It's any problem.
Okay. Yo, yati. Yenti the next one. So I say I want him Patrick. Questions no okay. Mindy can win so answer. Say good morning, lawyer Asma. Good morning, Magneti. Say please, can a person overstaying on a student visa still apply an asylum? Asylum, sorry. Or no, so the question or no?
Yeah,
Lawyer
so
Asma.
the person is a student.
And the question was, see, please, can a person overstaying on a student visa still apply for an asylum?
Well, it doesn't matter why you became an overstayer. It's in the question you say I have overstayed. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you have overstayed, you understand the answer or question that.
Oh, okay. Yo, what you so saying? I'm seeking your advice regarding my current immigration situation and plans over the coming months. Yo, yate. Or see, I am currently in the UK on a post-study work graduate visa, which is due to expire on 26th of August 2026. I'm considering traveling to Ghana in May with the intention of getting married during that trip. I have recently met someone I intend to marry. He is in his late 30s and is settled in the UK. I am 29, turning 30 this June. Based on my understanding, I met the hey, ni wen deɛ wow minkin kan bɔkɔɔ. See, based on my understanding, I meet the financial requirement and I also satisfy the English language requirement as I completed my master's degree in the UK. Given this situation, I will appreciate your guidance on the following. One, whether it is advisable for me to travel to Ghana in May and get married there, considering my visa expires in August. Two, whether it will be more appropriate to marry in the UK instead, given the limited time remaining on my visa. Three, any risks associated with traveling before making an application and how to avoid complication with re-entry or future applications. And then lastly, the recommended timeline for marriage and visa application to ensure compliance and avoid overstaying or application issue. Now, wafa, o question bebrebe say no. Nanka one friend lawyer, so no one friend lawyer. Na we you know one the amount because okay. Me mama ikasa nkwetre emre ne kolasma composition ya making kind tin.
Okay, question number 1 was say or uncle and so man I mean, this about August
August.
or May, let's say be about June. July, August, ube do airport, maybe so say, I count 2 months now, this and win 2 baba then I'll be risky. Wondering we. The next question I was saying,
Okay. Next question is whether it will be more appropriate to marry in the UK instead of going back.
it's up to her. It's up to her. She has to decide whether to go or not. So we can't say do it here. But as I said, if you go, your coming may be a problem. And that will
Yes.
feed into the second question.
Okay. And then
The-
third, any risks associated with traveling before making an application and how to avoid complications
I think
with
I have explained that. Let's go to the next question.
Okay, the recommended timeline for marriage and visa application to ensure compliance and avoid overstaying or application issues.
There's no recommendation. She has to assess her own situation to know what is best within the application rules. If she's not
Yo,
sure, she should seek independent legal advice from a good immigration lawyer to work with her on the project.
okay. Enti no yene na ewie. Menkɔ next one nso membɔ ne nti.
Good morning, lawyer Asma. Good morning, Manati. When I'm some voice name. May be a question, Madam Fubi. Okuta EU passport or but only settlement or pre-settled status now. When you due for indefinite, Yameboa ending of May. Now May now so no opposite go Ghana for 3 weeks. Enti why like you say Yameboa early May no or the indefinite no ebetum na Oko Ghana no. Now the question is said, possible so bit me that indefinite application no. Once at the same time, what you call free and my one into the oppressor. And now, Madame for back was only couldn't buy a COS, so normal buy no separation crab or mountain. Now, or mobile couldn't and a main applicant or banny dependent. Now, Beman or buy and also cake man crown on ye bidder. Plenty for 2 job and or the now, Banus will say, or per se, or ten, no, a pequabi so every new the paper. Now, a quabi how with me a faso. It must say, nay, the boy for I mean, Asian.
Okay. So the first question, no. If you're applying for indefinite, the moment you put in the application, you must be in the UK. With the application, the application is withdrawn and you are out. The second question also na downfall. Opeso okuta skilled worker visa dependent. Opeso muso obetumi aswitch to another one. Well, so aware ne asay na moji aware na visa yentwe mu a obetumi move on to the new relationship nanti ama old current one abewie no. Then you can switch to another spouse so that you become a dependent, or you can become a main migrant if you get a sponsorship certificate to switch, or you can apply to family life if you are married and your husband or wife is British or has indefinite, or you have a child and your child is British or has indefinite, then you can apply to family life. So these are the options. Yona.
Yo, Yensa NCA, the numbers again to call is 075-966-20-154. Obi to me also a fret na we bisa o question. Yentie yenua by so.
Yo, lawyer, if I show the church, you know, my amoy. Lawyer, myself, baby, only lady, and if I only see what's in the pie. Obama, you mean, and Beman also, dependent. Now, Obama, ever could have seen Wababa. Now, what I want to some and so one fat Beman on in the year, our no in buying within a man a plan. Say, Papa, for the Beman on in the way, in a day, ama a plan. And July is so Beman and Crata, Obama so this month here also, Nicata so. They say no, I want a quantity ama a plan. Say, Papa. as it is so omunyo bi so no se ama it is say no ya me so it is obey anything and that's
foto kakra memma mon ewo ha ne se nsɛm ne bi wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ na enhyɛda enta asom yie in the sense metrɛ mo ebi wɔ hɔ a sɛnea tie no won sɛ ade a yɛyɛ mrada ho program a yɛyɛ mrada ho ɛna ɛnyɛ nipa a etie yɛ na afei nso authorities also listen to the program ɛyɛ ofcom ɔmo monitor what we do enti no sɛ mo bisa question a mɛsrɛ mo anidie mo say complications wo mo a it's best advisable say after the program no mo be free lawyers no na mo ne omo aka wo worry di ukunu aba na afi wakɔwo wɔ nkyɛn ɛyɛ wawasɛm ɛnyɛ bɔne sɛ wotumi kɔ fa ukunu echi ɛkɔwo wɔ nkyɛn but ɛyɛ na yɛnka ne sɛnea ɛnkɔyɛ sɛ yɛtia mmara no ɛwɔ efidie ne so batwɔmatemaseɛ na ma program na yɛ kama na obiara te ne ho aseɛ enti lawasma yɛnua bɛyi ni question dalima ɛha nanso no ɛdɛn question a obisa no ɛdɛn ne betumi ayɛ afa ho ɛde
look I say oba no oni be man ba no oni obi akɔwo
yes
fine idini there it's not a big deal which we cry a cat ni ama oba and then big deal. But the problem is saying nkrata no then na atu nkrata no
krata ni bewu obema na oni na akɔwo ne nkrata bewu ɔno nso ne nkrata bewu nti den na ɔbɛyɛ saa na me menti ase ɛnyɛ sa metumi asan abɔ ama ya tie bio
okay but side no man
okay
hello lawyer if I chu me checha ni mo maka amoye lawyer me so ni baby oni lady bi na e bai oni si wasi ni bi na bai oba no yemi na be ma no so ye dependent na oba no e ba kuma se no wa ba be ho na wa no so no ko wo yan so a wa mfa be ma no ne ye awale no ne bai no edin na e ma apra no se papa odi be ma no ne wo ye no edin ene di ama apra no na July so be ma no enkrata ewu oba no so this month ye won so ne enkrata so ewu nti say no a wan fa akwani di amidin ama akwara no se papa no as it is so no omunyo obi so no se ama no nti say no lawyer me so nti say obey anything and that's
okay nti the kind omunya switch
yes
akwara no there doesn't change anything anyway so akwara
the name okay yeah
ya ho akwara na nke July visa ni bewu the omuni say visa ni bewu na mo be no mo etu
yes
yeah and it has nothing to do with akwara na ya wono no
yeah one okay
nti ka ye nua say wutie ya you need advice because mo na say mo kope COS ni bi maybe a nipa no wo say adwuma no be man of for fine say adwuma no man of for there and mo kope for but I didn't be July ye wo April so May June about 2.5 months or 3 months is enough to look around in this one sure compare lawyer no in town but lawyer cry I don't know say lawyer pepe bia betumi aka say we were adwumancy but just euros I just say general advice they are fine but the woman nyina say me visa bewu me ni COS den kopebi
ntakra ni din de mfa ho se wa na odi atu din bia nhye da mfa ho yo na ne nim nso se wo ware a wo akwala a emra ne nim no nipa kwa ware no ono na ne ba oni na wo enti se ye obi foforo ba de me nim se emra no ema ho kwan sa yo ye wanya ofoforo e wa homa no so mpacho wa frɛ esi BWF legal hours so o ka se free me enti onka Patrol number ending 7619. It's you. Hello. Hello. Patrol Teminka.
Yeah, but Matonga.
Yes, it's you.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, Patrol, good morning.
Yeah, bisa question in the uncle. Why, Patrol?
Patrol Matonga, last number 19.
Yes, go on. Don't listen to me on the program. So TM or phone so why now times lapse no enko so my
Yeah, mpacho, me Overstayer.
Okay.
Hello.
Yetio koso.
Yeah, mpacho me ti on kapa me ti o phone so. Hello. Hello.
Yet koso yetio.
Yeah, mpacho me Overstayer ba many obia oye British citizen okra akwala baako. Ba akwala ne papa onyima akwala no Zimbabwe ba oye British citizen. And obewo no UK ha.
Okay.
And me Overstayer ba ono oye British citizen no kita akwala no. Ba akwala ne papa ni ya. And I worry Ghana customary marriage ya certificate bibia. Akwala no so ya me ne ko GP me ne ko school. And yawo ibene ni na neti ifie ba ko mu.
Okay.
Mpacho na me bisa say ekwan ba na metimi afa so ade age nkata.
Yo, last one pacha ote mini abeme.
So our corner so me boa.
Also ote.
Director akwala no ma ye ne nkrata ama no.
Akwala ne dia kita akwala ne kita passport any birth certificate na.
Ewo kromo ha.
Question me bisa we ni baby a wo de ni namu yi. Ama me answer me here. Me say akwala no why en nkrata ama no. Bi abaka say nkrata ben.
Akwala ne my stepdaughter ne dia yeah okita nkrata okita British passport.
Full stop. All right. Because okita British passport ya British. And I also bua no. Wa ware ma me no me bua. Wo se ma ware. Nti ye obetime gina.
Marriage ni bi.
Don't worry. Nti obetime gina wa ba no ma no so. Why? Which magic?
Worry.
Nto kasa obetumi agina akwala ne so no agi so won krata.
Mpacho say ebe step of a parent is agreement no. Ebe bi won.
Se maame no wa ware na oni ni fie. Pacho wo se wo kasa mu no se wa ware maame no e na oni ni tifie ntesi a no oni maame ni tifie eni akwala na o hwe akwala no eboa maame no. Right? Enti dia na o se wo hwehwe biom no.
Me ko share lawyer ba ko for 2-3 months. They know say they dey here.
Me pacho hold on.
Hold on.
Director. Nyoma miensa. Edi kan ma wa mo. Me say nyoma miensa na ese wodi prove. Nyoma miensa na ese wodi prove. Nyoma miensa wo hia mu baako. Edi kan marriage certificate or court order or 2 years living with the person. And hindi na wo no.
Or marriage certificate because you're my worry.
That's all. You need one. You need one. You don't need two.
But what you say?
We were marriage certificate, you know. Customary marriage certificate.
A marriage certificate. Yes.
No, why? Lawyer now catch us up from lawyer now.
Me know where the car after that then after we mefrel.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Sorry. Tifo na hwefo say emre no kwa na ekọ na ye di besi ha say na ya hwe ye ka ne say kakra na ewo na obi bisa say I see king Sadiq say I see okay mami kan go lolonya there I see lawyers I think producer fatu so mami why I see I think not everyone joins the show at the same time, so please try and answer the questions, even if you have answered you, Wati. Thank you for
don't worry. Now, hold on. Now, hold on. Let me say something. If somebody asks 3 questions and the question now we be sano we answer we be said that and we have answered the person already, we don't have to repeat it. So when I say this has already been answered, I mean this has already been answered for the person. In this one man be joining. Now you impano we bisa the question, the same question na obisa. I have a right to say, so oh, this is the same question nipani bisa, you know. So we have to move on. This also what the same question obi bisa. And also we be bisa what dear. Why you need obisa question? So I'm not wrong to say that.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Oh, share. Sometimes now, I know I go back a bit also to listen to the program. Ebeboa. Enti no emre ne kono yebehwe na afe ya summarize memfa course bi abio ya summarize ne ye ne no na chese wegina so na nso ode ato anamo enti ebeye eno no ewo in the English language no se ne betimi aposto eno nko na kin esadik se wo se wontumi nko ukrom na nti wo siki asylum na ukrom ye dangerous dia na ekrom ha ba ho ban se ne tena ha na ye ba ho ban afi de eda na wo se wo san akọ krom ono so ne question na obisa na chese you don't have to until you asma ebre no ko yen hwe ni summary no ansa na ye yato anamoni asori akọ.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners, for the summary we are going to offer in English for the benefit of those who were not able to follow us through due to the language we used. Today we looked at options available to an overstayer. We understood that as an overstayer, you cannot apply to a work visa or student visa. However, you can apply to family or human right visas. And the human right visas, we are looking at Article 3 and Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights. We understood that there are three key categories under human rights. 1, family life. 2, private life. And 3, humanitarian protection. Family life and private life fall under Article 8. And humanitarian protection fall under Article 3. We have also understood that for family life, you have to look at 3 or 4 things. The first one is, as a parent of a British child, you can apply to remain with your British child if you play a role in the life of the child. Or as a step parent of a British child, you can apply to remain with that stepchild if you play a role in the life of that stepchild. Or biological parent. So we've looked at the fact that parent, biological parent, parent, step parent, and the third option under parent is caretaker parent. A caretaker parent, we said that you are looking after somebody's child as a guardian, and with that you need a guardianship order, or you need court document or social service document to show that you have permission to look after that child. We also looked at family life on the basis of spouse, where there's no child involved. In this case, it's difficult, but the only option is to prove that either you or your partner is seriously unwell, that if you are not in his life or her life, something terrible can happen or death may occur. And you are relying on that on the basis that there will be insurmountable obstacle if you don't remain with your spouse in the UK, or there will be insurmountable obstacle if you are asked to leave the UK without your spouse following you to that country, or that if you go to that country, you cannot survive. And that will be the only way you may be able to succeed as an overstayer based on your spouse, where there is no child. We moved to private life, where we said that you can apply if you have lived in the UK for 20 years and you have to show evidence. Or you have not lived in the UK for 20 years, But again, if you are asked to leave the UK, you cannot survive in your country. You have to again show that there is that danger ahead of you. Then we moved on to the humanitarian protection, where we looked at asylum protection or making a request to the government on the basis that there is insurmountable obstacle of a sort, and so you want the government to consider to keep you in the UK. And that is what most people call HRO, Human Right Application, HRO. Otherwise, you have to seek asylum through the asylum process. These are the options we have looked at this morning as far as regularizing your stay in the UK as an overstayer. If you need more or further clarification, of course, please get in touch and we'll be able to take it one by one further with you.
Yo, Lawyer Asma, Yebedasi, thank you very much. There was just a last question that somebody brought after your summary. Or see, my advice came on the back of a caller who asked a question regarding overstaying in addition to his other questions. His question regarding the overstaying wasn't answered. I'm not sure about that, but I think caller no, yes, caller no, I think whatever situation no, we'll tackle that maybe tomorrow, but I'm sure say it's answered. Okay,
Oh yeah,
just
I think sorry. Now I think the caller was that's the caller, the one we're talking to, who has married and they are married. The child is British and all that, and he
yeah,
said that a lawyer told him to go to court and get step parent order,
order. Okay,
and wanted to know whether he should do that or not. And we said that no, he only needs one out of the three. And
okay,
because he already has one, which is marriage certificate, he
certificate
doesn't have to go and get an order as well.
from the court.
So
That's
that's not necessary. So we answered that question.
okay. Right. So it's not about a matter of overstaying because now he's married to the woman and he's living with the together with the woman and they are looking after the child, you know. And no, you can use your marriage certificate to do the application. Yo, in case you open further explanation or further consultation to Niayaye and Eno, you can always call them. You can have a video consultation. You can have a telephone consultation. You don't need to travel from whatever location you are to the premises of BWF Solicitors legal residence now. There be obey to me from in any other way, they can still have the consultation with you. And yes, if it was said, go to them also, maybe your case, they are taking your case on, they can help you further. Now, you can always come to them. Come to fourth floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, Miss. So, Seven Sisters, London, N154NP. Obaha, if you are driving, you can park at Tesco, and if you take a tube, you can come up Seven Sisters Station, with me about anytime, book an appointment, come and see them one on one. Kwan bebree wɔ hɔ a ɛtumi ɛfa so ɛde boa wo. And then many about Grace. You see, a friend came with a tourist visa, but he overstayed. Please, what can a visa? What can of visa can he, or what kind of visa can he switch to, please? Tourist visa. Minima dear sir.
Tourist
Tourist.
visa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that is exactly what we discussed. That's what somebody is saying that don't refer to what has been discussed. But that is the conversation for today. That if you came and you are an overstayer, either you came as a visitor, you came as a student, you came as a skilled worker, you came as EU family member, and you have overstayed because your visa has expired and you didn't leave, you can switch to all the things we have covered today. So our friend who came as a tourist
Visa.
and has overstayed can switch to family life, can switch to private life, or can switch to humanitarian protection. Any of the categories if they qualify.
Okay, that's it. So Emmanuel Nyame is asking the numbers you can call the lawyers now. It was 0208-493-7340. You can call the office number, book an appointment, request for a lawyer that you want to see is available. Or option or now so wait to me for emergency number, no emergency situation. Obi dano time call the badano no be bisa me say. Emergency situation ben na ya emergency na 24/7 you just call the number. There are a whole lot of situations that calls for an emergency responding until they're free. Say emergency, they will give you the directives. Say emergency, don't worry, free. Na yen take it from there. Why? 07712761884 free. Na book an appointment with them. Go and see them, and I guarantee you your first call no cry, your 90% of your situation is resolved. Mimi theory no. Nyame nhyira yɛ nyinaa, nyame nka yɛ nyinaa yɛ ho. Very soon Easter break no na etwam na yɛ last day Monday and Tuesday na go back to schools. Enti no bibi a yɛ ne ntem ansa na time na so. Afei so English you can say classes no. Yeah, shall into your interest and now person ba Miss Remo. You can call the number 07596620154 no na we bookie na waba beka ye ho ni yesua o adagia no aye say B2 enye B1 so o tro esi 100 lines na say enye 100 biom say o tro 180 to 200 na say or say uma ink kom skill worker for no afen so be life skills for ni there and sisan but still the interview questions no koso just book na yen gada mu nyina no na yen share classes na se nyame nka ye ho afen so ope career service nso na ope quick career mbia ope bibia bedu Ghana tem e de amawa and both you can rely on the rapid courier for na omotumi a shippy what they no at the amount. Nti audio quickly na for the young fire do me the berry.
Rapid courier, we get it there faster.
What to approach papa bi? That's when here say. What the document be? A drop be crowd come mammy and now papa unia be. And I knew maybe Mpanko do Ghana and Temwa. Say any. We hear rapid courier. Abrochini ma papa ye buswe. Opeso de bi tai kokwa Ghana na ye mfa so ma. We hear rapid courier. Dia wuti abrochini opeso de kwa Ghana ntem so bia. Eno ani rapid courier. Rapid courier ye mfa ne ma mfa shipu. Freight no enem wiem. Process ni is simple. Call online. rapidgroup.com. That's rapidgrp.com. Now register. Unbetcha our address I would turn your man now or the beko. Omansaka your man straight near deliver. Yamakwa out tracking your man copin baby a ekubia. Me woman your man could do there is a thing of the past. Rapid courier. Abba. Se bibi your drink is near. For telephone never or more. 1234-240-240. Another WhatsApp 7301-557-715. Rapid courier our branches our Atlanta, USA, Germany, any Ghana. UK have obey your rapid courier our Slough. As a rapid aviation group our headquarters our Atlanta, USA Nasi. Rapid courier. Who dia shop it? Yeah, the NSA yeah de be kwa ma. Na fa.
Yo, it's a for ni asha for.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. with over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.